Back up. Back up.
Why did you get on here?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Who the fuck are you? You live down here?
Are you okay?
Who are you?
You're drunk.
Who are you?
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 Smile, you're on camera.
Fuck off.
This is your exit.
No. Fuck off.
Why are you just randomly knocking on residents' doors?
Because I am one. You're the psycho who comes here and finds them. Do you know that? You're a fucking
Back up.
Fucking weirdo.
Everything is
Fucking
back up. Back up.
Fucking
Everything
weirdo.
is being recorded, and I want you to know that I am calling the police on you.
Oh, are you?
I am. You want to follow me back downstairs? Back up. Back up. I'm saying. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Bro, you gotta be fucking shitting me right now. You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind. Then I'm finna take my ass home. I'm finna go the fuck home. Ma'am, stop.
Floor 21.
You fucking stop. You're going down. Fucking. You fucking fat fuck. You're fucking done. I'm calling the cops.
Stop touching me. Oh my god.
You fucking made me bleed. I'm calling the cops. Right.
Hello. What's the unit number? Uber Eats. And the name for the resident?
Jim.
You're good to go. Floor 20. She almost broke my meta glasses. No, she's been here. Yeah. No, not Liz. I know her. That's 1803. Hi, handsome. I'll see you when you get back. That's my boyfriend. His name is Hanky Spanky. What? Sorry, am I not supposed to talk in your video? And then when she fell against the elevator, sorry, excuse me. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Sorry. Why did you say that? Look. 201
Y'all wouldn't believe it. Y'all wouldn't believe this story right here. An elevator fight between a hotel employee and a Karen on the elevator. Now listen, I know you wondering like, okay, now what really happened? So they're basically saying that the lady that you see right here, who they're calling Karen allegedly, she basically approached the hotel worker, Kalani, that you can see on the right side of this video. She approached her complaining about the menorahs that she seen, and at the time it was the holiday season. So the hotel worker let her know that, hey, you know, people, you know, have a right to celebrate what they want to celebrate, you know, and, you know, everyone has their own right to do so. So for some reason, the lady, the Karen, she just didn't want to accept it, so she started, you know, just making different slurs and, you know, just acting belligerent, allegedly. So basically, Kalani was saying that she could tell that the woman was drunk, so she just, with her being a hotel employee, she wanted to make sure that the lady at least gets in her right. She made sure the lady gets in her room correctly, because she seemed like she was drunk, and you know, she was just, you know, looking out for her. She works there. She didn't want anything to happen to the lady, seeing what was, you know, seeing how she was acting. So when Kalani asked her, was she all right, you know, the woman proceeded to say, you know, slanders and just, you know, disrespect her. And not only that, she also got off the elevator at a stop, and she went to knocking on a random person's door, and Kalani, the hotel, the apartment staff, knew that the Karen did not stay there, so she was asking her, you know, why are you knocking on random people's door? And Karen was like, you know, basically, leave me alone. Like, who are you, basically? So as the Karen started to get back on the elevator, back on the elevator with the apartment staff, she started to get in her face for some reason. Now, why she did that, who knows? Yeah, who knows? Because Kalani told the Karen repeatedly, get out of my face, you know, back up. Now, at the same time, Kalani also mentioned to her, like, you know, everything that you're saying, you are definitely being recorded at the time. And it seems like, you know, the Karen, she did not really want to listen. You know, she steady, you know, approached Kalani, steady got in her face, and Kalani felt threatened. She didn't know if the lady was going to spit on her or what, after she told her numerous of times to back up. And as you can see in the video, that's how that fight started. So that's how that fight started, after Kalani warned her multiple times, hey, get out of my face. And next thing you know, she pushed her. And when she pushed Karen, she started to walk back towards her. And there you go. That was the brawl right down the elevator. Now, it's been reported that the apartment staff, she's been fired from her job based upon this situation that occurred. But a lot of people are speculating, and they're kind of upset because they're saying, hey, how did she get fired for actually defending herself, you know, and, you know, basically protecting herself? And I want to know y'all opinion. What y'all think about this situation? I mean, who do y'all think was wrong? Was Kalani wrong or Karen? You know, at the same time, you definitely seen the video from two different point of views. But all in all, when is it okay to protect yourself when you feel threatened? And this situation is a little different in a sense, because Kalani, she actually works there at that apartment, that luxury apartment. But as you can see, things took a turn, you know, with her losing her job. So it's no telling how this situation, you know, would affect her because there's no telling how long she had that job, you know, and there's no telling if she ever had any complaints, if none at all. And you know, those two things definitely mean something, you know, especially when, you know, you've been working at a location or a job for years and you don't have any complaints, and then a situation like this come up, and next thing you know, the employee gets fired. So a lot of people are saying they hope that, or they're wondering that the attacker, Karen, did she, you know, basically lose her place of residence? And you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, it's basically not right. It seems like it's one-sided, but who knows, you know, if she has or has not. But if you made it to this far in this video, y'all make sure y'all tap that subscribe button, because you know, situation like this, situation like this, it can be difficult trying to avoid, but it's best to avoid as much as possible. You know, maybe if Kalani, the apartment staff, would have just got out the elevator and kind of like, you know, maybe reported the issue and had someone check on the woman, you know, before things escalated. But as you can see from the video, it seems like she was trying to, you know, avoid the situation much as possible, but it didn't go that way. But y'all let us know what y'all think about this situation. Stay tuned.
I have the person tagged below who has the video. To that worker that beat up that Karen in that elevator. I know her public defenders are coming, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what Karens get. They have public defenders. They have people on the internet that comes to their defense. She got beat up. As she should. Okay. So what y'all should do is have a conversation with her and let her know that she cannot do that to people. Because there are some people who will not walk away. Okay. And then also, that was that lady's place of business. That's where she work at. You know what I'm saying? So she had every right to be there, you know. But I'm just saying, because I know y'all like to plead cases and y'all like to tussle in the comments. So let me just go throw those key facts out there. Okay. So have a talk with your client and let her know, hi, Karen, we can't do that. You can't do that and expect for everybody not to react. Some people will walk away, but there are some people who will do that. And I'm not going to post that video because TikTok is not about to flag me. So just type in what I just said. Woman getting beat up in the elevator.
She goes to the elevator, get ready to get on the elevator. Me being the person that I am, and any of the residents who lived at Parkline or lives at Parkline in downtown West Palm can literally tell you I am that worker, or was that worker when I was working there, that would go above and beyond for my residents.
Since I thoroughly enjoyed that Karen elevator video, I'm going to break it down for you. So basically, I don't know if her name is Kelania or Kelani, but apparently she worked at an apartment building in West Palm. This lady came in, she's seen her before. She tried to make some small talk with her. The lady got smart about some menorahs that was on the counter. The lady was upset that it was menorahs on there. Kelani, I'm gonna call her Kay. Kay figured that this lady was drunk, so she wanted to help her to her apartment. The lady got on the elevator. Kay went with her. Then when Karen got off the elevator, Kay told her that she can't be knocking on random people's doors. Karen walked over to her. Kay thought she might spit on her or whatever. She pushed her. Then they start fighting. This is simply a tale of, like she said, going above and beyond for a job. If that were me and that lady got smart with me, it's no way I'm going to try to make sure that she gets into her apartment safe. I don't care. Maybe I may have alerted a manager or something like that, just to say, like, you know, there's a drunk lady. I don't know if she's going to get to her apartment safe. You know, y'all do with that what you will. But me personally, I would not have gotten to the elevator with that lady if she already was trying to be smart to me. I don't give a crap how you get to your apartment. She subsequently got fired, obviously, because she beat this lady up. But honestly, it could have all been avoided.
Do you live here? Do you live here?
So unfortunately, that is something that is very real when you are a Black person living in the suburbs. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, I stopped by a neighbor, let's call her Veronica, and she was just like, hi. And I'm like, hello? Like, mind you, I got headphones in. And she was just like, what street do you live on? These are the kind of invasive questions where they think that they're being neighborly, or they want you to think that they're being neighborly when really they just want to know that their kids are safe. Wanting to know that their kids are safe while simultaneously endangering ours.
Have you guys heard about the alleged racist lady in the HOA in Florida that's suing the 5-year-old boy for touching a tree? Yeah, touching a tree. That's little Owen, 5. His mom is a social media influencer named Ariel. I think it's Ariel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But she's raising these kids by herself, and she's doing a damn good job. Last week, she received a letter in the mail from this lady's attorney who's representing the HOA, basically saying, hey, y'all are causing damage. He's a nuisance and all of that stuff. What? So Ariel went to house to the neighbors, gave them a nice letter telling them where the HOA funds was going, gave them a flower, and then asked them to answer the questions down below. Is Owen a nuisance? I don't know Owen. Yes, he's a nuisance. And majority of the neighbors said this. Please let me know how my family and I can support you. This neighbor explains that he actually saw the HOA people yelling at him. This neighbor says Owen is not a public nuisance. Not a public nuisance. Not a public nuisance, and they freestyle something down here saying that racism is trash. No one said it was racist, but I mean, clock it. So then it started making me do some research in regards to adopting trees in Florida, because she said she planted the tree. She didn't say she owned the tree. Orange County, Dade County, Venice County, all them places, baby, we can adopt trees, cousins, what we doing? But this is also a lesson in how sad it is when you actually get to leveling up and, you know, able to give your kids more of an opportunity. Sometimes people just don't want you there. Cousins, what would you do in this situation?
Black lives don't matter at all to me. White lives matter. You've had everything. Free fucking everything. Blacks have been coddled for years. Free college. Free everything. Your test scores are higher. Everything. Free college. Free everything. And it's still not enough. And never will be. Never will be.
So you're saying you're a white supremacist? That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, what's your
Black
name?
lives don't fucking matter to me.
Can I get your name, please? Nice to meet you, Karen.
What's good, Karen? Can I call you Karen? I'm gonna call you Karen. But yeah, let me just break this down for you. See, black people, unlike y'all, don't come from a place of privilege. See, y'all are wed into these families, born into these families, and then just financially look after for the rest of your lives. You don't have to worry about nothing. You probably don't even have an idea of most of the world and how it works and operates. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just used to just throwing your checkbook at everything or a couple dollars at somebody and getting the handle right then and there. But to say black people got everything free is ridiculous, because the one thing that we got free more than anything was work. Nigga, we got free work. We got to work for free, bro, for no ass reason. We just got endowed with a bunch of work, working in fields, slaving in heat, dying, being raped and ate and pillaged. You feel me? It's ridiculous. So when you say that black people have the highest test scores, which you did say, I don't know if you understood, but that's not a privilege, and that's not something that was just endowed upon us. That was just us using our intellect at the highest level and exceeding y'all. And now you use that as a cope or something that just triggers you. That's something you got to live with, love, because no one volunteered to come over here from where we came from. You feel me? Y'all rounded us up as cattle and cargo, brought us here, put us to work for the free, and then we built up, you know, what we basically call the blueprints of this country, this nation. And then the Chinese came after shortly and then aided with that, you know, with the railroad systems and things like that. But, you know, I mean, you guys have benefited more than anybody. You get free labor. You got to whip and beat and eat people that you felt like you could just do it to and didn't have to pay them or recompensate them for anything. So I don't know what you're talking about here. So all that anger, all these black people don't matter. Stop the shit, please, because you're just showing your softness. You're sensitive, Karen, and you only prove the opposite of your point. So next time, think before you speak, because we matter, bitch.
She is on the phone with 911 right now.
She said I'm rude and he's just threatening me right now.
Look at her. She said I just threatened her. What threat? What threat did I make towards you?
I'm Elizabeth.
What threat did I make towards you, ma'am? Huh? This is crazy. I've never. I already knew what it was when I first got here, though.
Here she is 1 minute later trying to sound distressed so the police can come quicker.
What?
I'm shaking right now, please.
What in the world is this, boy? I ain't gonna lie. I've never in my life had to deal with no bullshit like this. Never in my life.
I'm not a monkey, though. You originated from one?
Yeah. I'm not a monkey.
You originated from one?
I come from God, ma'am.
Black people, all they do is taking over everything. You can't even go into the store anymore like you have black people.
God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I come from God, though.
They're getting black. Every time you go to the store, all you see is black. Look at your hair.
Y'all, I'm just trying to finish my workout, and this lady has been standing behind me for 10 minutes asking who I am and why I'm here.
Because you won't show a key fob. Residents use key fobs. It's not that hard.
I live here. I literally live here. I'm not about to stop mid-set to prove anything to you.
Recording me isn't proof either.
For Jasmine Taylor, a workout was supposed to be stress relief. But in the gym of her own apartment building, she found herself the target of a woman who believed that safety meant policing the only black person in the room. Susan Harbor demanded papers, demanded proof, and demanded submission. She had no idea that the young woman she was harassing was not only a legal resident, but was recording a video that would turn Susan into the internet's latest example of what happens when prejudice meets a camera. What you just saw was the definition of entitlement. A stranger demanding proof of residency from a neighbor just trying to lift weights. You saw the confrontation. Now, we're going to tell you the full story and reveal the moment management arrived to deliver a reality check that left Susan speechless. If you believe everyone deserves to work out in peace, hit that subscribe button and tell us in the comments if you've ever been profiled in your own building. 2 weeks earlier, Jasmine Taylor had been standing in the lobby of the Ascend with her arms full of boxes, staring up at the soaring glass atrium and thinking that she'd finally made it. At 26 years old, with a growing freelance graphic design business and a lease signed on a luxury condo in downtown Dallas, she felt like all those late nights and tight budgets had been worth it. The Ascend wasn't just an apartment building. It was a statement, all polished concrete and floor-to-ceiling windows, with amenities that read like a resort brochure. Rooftop pool, co-working spaces, a coffee bar in the lobby, and a state-of-the-art fitness center that had been one of the selling points when Jasmine toured the building. She'd imagined herself there in the mornings before client calls, getting her miles in on the treadmill, maybe trying out the weight machines she'd been too intimidated to use at her old gym. The move-in process had been smooth. The leasing agent, a cheerful woman named Monica, had walked her through everything. Trash chutes on every floor, package lockers in the mail room, and the key fob system that controlled access to the building's amenities. Jasmine's fob was sleek and black, stamped with the Ascend's logo, and it hung on her keychain next to her car keys and a small succulent charm her best friend had given her for good luck. She'd used it a dozen times already, swiping into the lobby when she forgot her keys upstairs, accessing the rooftop to watch the sunset over the Dallas skyline, and on her third night in the building, entering the gym for the first time. That first workout had been everything she'd hoped for. The gym was empty at 7 in the evening, all sleek equipment and motivational quotes printed on the walls in minimalist sans serif font. She'd done 30 minutes on the elliptical, tried out the cable machine, and left feeling like she'd christened her new life properly. Over the next 2 weeks, she'd fallen into a routine. Work from home during the day, fielding client emails and tweaking logo designs, then head down to the gym around 6 or 7 to clear her head. Some evenings the gym was busier, a handful of residents scattered across the treadmills and weight benches, everyone in their own world with earbuds in and eyes on their own reflections. Jasmine liked it that way, anonymous and unbothered.
I just want to talk about something that happened to me this morning. I honestly, genuinely don't feel like white people have the ability to mind their own business. I don't know what's going on. It's like, why can't y'all, please comment below. If you are a white person and you come across this video, please watch the video in its entirety and comment below and give me your opinion, because this is crazy. I'm the type of person, I mind my business. I don't bother nobody. I don't like talking to people. I'm at work right now and I'm in my I'm on my lunch break, and you see where I'm sitting, right? In my car. You know why I'm sitting in my car? Because I don't like people bothering me. I like to be alone, okay? If you're not my husband or my kid, I don't really want to be in no conversation with you like that, okay? Or the other reason is if I'm getting paid, then I have no choice but to talk to people. But other than that, don't talk to me. This morning I went to Wawa. Let me wind the window up so y'all can hear me. Oh, it's hot. I went to Wawa this morning, which is a gas station, and then you can go inside and get like snacks and stuff. And I went in to get a coffee. I wanted an iced latte, and I wanted to get like a little snack wrap. I always get the snack wraps. So I placed my order on the monitor thing, and I made sure that I didn't select bacon because I don't eat pork, okay? So I placed my order, and obviously you gotta go and pay for it. So I paid for it, and then I decided to stand back to wait for them to make it. They gotta make the food, right, when you order it, and then they're gonna call your number because your number is gonna be on your ticket. So whilst I'm waiting, I'm on the phone. I called my husband, and we were just chit-chatting, which is what we do every morning. So I'm talking to my husband, and I'm waiting for my food to be prepared. I see the young lady preparing my snack wrap, and I noticed she picked up some bacon strips, and she's putting it on the snack wrap. So I was like, let me see if maybe that's my snack wrap or it might be somebody else's, because you know what I'm saying? So I walked up to her and I was like, excuse me, is that the snack wrap for number 52? That was my number. And she's like, yeah. I said, are you putting bacon on it? Because I think I just saw you put, you know, like with bacon in your hand. She's like, yeah. I said, oh honey, I don't want bacon. I can't have bacon, you know? And I looked at I had the little ticket. I wish I still had it. The little piece of paper, I had it in my hand, and I was looking because I was like, I could have sworn I didn't select bacon, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking down, I'm standing in front, you know, in front, and I'm looking down like this, and I had my husband was on the phone, so I moved my phone from my ears. I told him to hold on a second because I was checking something, and I'm looking on the receipt, and it doesn't say bacon. And so I was conversing with her, you know, trying to sort out the problem. And out of nowhere, okay, out of nowhere, this white man comes up, stood next to me, literally damn near breathing on my neck. And I have the ticket like this, and he literally had his head over me like this. And he's like, you did order bacon. Just like that. You did order bacon. So I jumped back like this. I was like, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that to somebody. So I jumped back and I was like, excuse me. And I didn't say anything else to him after that. Because I'm like, today's not the day, devil. Today's not the day. So I jumped back and I said, excuse me. And I kept looking, and I was talking to the young lady. She's like, you sure you didn't put bacon? I was like, no, I didn't put bacon. I can show you my receipt. And I was getting ready to show her, turn the receipt around to show her. This man leaned into me again and said, yes, the fuck you did put bacon. So I turned to him, I said, sir, and I shouldn't even have said sir, but I said, sir, please do not speak to me. I am not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the lady who's preparing my meal. That's what I said to him. He tells me, F me. And then he said, you want to know what the next thing he said to me? He said, maybe you need to get off the fucking phone. Yep. That's what this man said to me. I don't know this man from nowhere. You are a total fucking stranger. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm not speaking to you. I'm in my own zone. I'm speaking to the young lady in front of me that's preparing my meal. You don't got nothing to do with my order. Matter of fact, you're not doing anything up at the counter. You just walked up there just to provoke me. And then this man put his hands in my face. You want to know what's crazy? Not a single white person that was inside of this gas station defended me or said anything to say, sir, leave that lady alone. Like, you need to mind your own business. You just walked up to her and provoked her just randomly, like, what? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? No white person did that. Not one. I was the only black person in there. But you want to know something crazy? all of them saw when I first ignored this man. All of them saw and heard when I told this man to leave me alone and to, you know, back off. But you want to know something? The moment I opened my mouth and I told this man to F himself, and I told him I gathered him all the way together, okay? Because what you're not going to do is come and terrorize me and I'm going to sit here and take it. I'm not doing that. Those days are done. Black people are done taking bullshit from y'all, okay? When I got his ass all the way together, all of a sudden, the manager was able to come out. All of a sudden, everybody in there was able to give me dirty looks. So in other words, from what I got from this interaction is, it's okay for white people to berate us, to antagonize us, to provoke us, to say anything, any crazy bullshit they want to say out of their mouths to black people. But when we try to defend ourselves, it's a problem. So y'all just want to be able to talk to us any kind of crazy way, and we should just lay down and take it. Not from this one. Not from this one. You guys need to learn to mind your business. That's the problem. Y'all want to terrorize people. Y'all want to go in people's business. You all, it's like when you guys hate us so much, but y'all can't leave us alone. Explain. That's what I want y'all to explain in the comment section. You guys hate us so much. Y'all despise us. Y'all can't stand. You want to know something crazy? We could go all the way to another planet, 1,000,000 light years away, and y'all will still follow us and find us to terrorize us because you're obsessed. That's the problem.
Please.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. I'm here.
Immigrant hate, right? Say that again. About going back to your country?
What
does
that have to do with anything? Also, it doesn't
say
anything about anything.
We're all Canadians here.
Literally, born and raised.
Seriously.
She's got to take a picture.
No, we didn't take a picture. It's a video.
It's a video.
But, yeah.
Yeah, you've heard about social media, right? Yeah, what about going back to my country? Can you say that again, please?
We're born and raised here.
Say it with your chest now.
Yeah.
Proud.
Say it with your chest.
Proud Canadian. Let's go back where,
Say it loud. Say it loud and proud.
Yeah, go back where? How many languages do you speak?
2.
I speak 3. Is it because it's hard to find or be challenged by immigrant, or what is it about my country that you want me to go back to? Like, can you say that again?
Next time you have a problem.
You're so quiet now. Why are you so quiet now?
Go back where? I'm sorry. I just want you to say it again.
Yeah.
That's all.
To my country.
You're being racist, so say it. Say it. Yeah. Say it again. Be racist again.
Told you your mouth is going to get you into trouble one day.
And it did.
Because I told the kid to get
Oh, it's
his
a
shoes
teenager.
off the couch.
But why is that your problem?
13-year-old.
And then
Why is
told
that
us
your
to go
problem?
back to our country?
Come on. And
Yeah.
then she tells us to go back to our country.
Yeah.
How kind.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good Canadian spirit over here.
So this is a perfect example of a microaggression. I am absolutely positive that this woman saw them eating their food. She just didn't care, okay? And more than that, not only did she squeeze in between this young lady and the railing beside her, she also played with her hair directly over her plate, right? A lot of people, I'm not even going to say specifically people, because a lot of people of color do this as well. But a lot of people will go out of their way to be passively disrespectful to black people, specifically black women, to send the message that these spaces are ours and you do not belong here. Now, if a black man comes in here with the white counterpart, that's fine. But you don't belong here. And this is the shit that really pisses me off, because people love to swear that black women have a victim mentality and we just go places looking for reasons to be oppressed. Like that shit doesn't follow us around. Like this woman isn't just trying to eat her lunch. So instead of telling black women that we have victim mentalities and that we're obsessed with being oppressed, why don't we focus on the women that go out of their way to be passive and weird and microaggressive and do their best to oppress us simply because they can't handle the shine?
Not all white people are like Lily Gaddis.
Worst types of blacks because they think they're amazing, you know? But no, so these people were like, oh man, you're just saying that because you're just trying to cause racial division. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So now I get labeled as somebody's trying to start a race war. Anytime I mention black crime, that's the new go-to. That's the new go-to. Okay, I get it. So it's woke right that didn't stick, and now it's you're trying to start a race war. No, I'm actually just talking about black crime. Okay, I don't want a race war. All right, I know we would win, but I don't want that. Actually, I would never try to incite something like that.
Lily, you do realize your people are the ones that brought us here, right? It's nothing, I mean, we're here. That's just what it is. Lily needs to really get a grip of herself. And doesn't she have a half black kid? Like, that's crazy to me. Lily Gaddis is out of control. Like, that's wild to me. Like, she's really trying to start a race war, talking about, like, you know, it's just crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. Lily needs to realize that her people brought us here. She needs to look at her people from back in the day, all the owners of the slave plantations and shit like that, and ask them why we're here, okay? If y'all don't want us here, if y'all racists don't want us here so bad, ask y'all people why the fuck did they bring us to a land that we're not from.
Hello, welcome everyone. And so let's talk about these videos, and it's crazy and it's great. Like, that woman got what she deserved. Like, stop intimidating black women and then later trying to act like, oh my god, you tried to attack me, I'm going to call the cops on you, while you are the ones that are starting these issues. Like, black Americans are getting so disrespected so much that it's starting to piss me off. And not just black Americans, but also black people in general. But in this case, you're talking about American issues, what happened in America. And that was so interesting, and seeing many black people standing up for themselves like that, it's so amazing. And I've been on this path of learning so much about black Americans and history, because being an immigrant, also growing up as an African, we were not showed so much. Like, when you grow up and you're in your teen eras and you get your first phone, and now you start to learning more about black culture, and it's like, oh my god, there's so much that the TVs have lied to us. Because growing up, black women were labeled as, like, black women from America, we were showed them as, like, we were showed black women as just I don't know if I can say this, but it was just negative. Like, we were shown the negative, like, black people. And it is crazy because when we were showed about the white folks, they were showed to us on our TVs like they are so family oriented, so respectful. Oh, they love God, they love people and their community. But we were showed the other side of black Americans, like just gangs and drugs. Like, that was what the propaganda that was pushed to many of us as Africans. And that is why it is so important to take your time to learn by yourself, because if I didn't, maybe I would have grown up with that stupid mentality, because that needs to stop. And seeing, like, right now as an adult, seeing black people going through this nonsense after they have, like, created these stories to, like, for the white people to appear angel like, but outside here they are doing crazy things. And I'm like, thank you God, I took my time and I learned by myself, because black women deserve respect, black people, black men deserve respect. And we should just end this propaganda of, oh, black women are aggressive, like all black women were just labeled as aggressive. You can't stand for yourself before someone labeling you as aggressive. Because I've had a chance when I was dealing with this white woman, and she just went crazy and crazy, and I would just try to explain myself, and she's like, stop, you're shouting, oh, you need to reduce the voice. And she's the one who is actually shouting, but she's like, oh, you're so aggressive and so what. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Cause and then I saw this video that says, you see, whatever those white people call aggressive, whenever you try to defend yourself, you should carry that title of being aggressive with pride. Because if you don't have whatever it is they're calling aggressive, these people are going to shit on you, shit on your head, even on your mouth, and expect you to just swallow it. And it is so amazing seeing people actually picking up a fight and saying, no, I'm not taking it anymore. This is not that era, you know, that era that they thought that they owned everything, including black people. And it's so amazing. And to think of the other video that was happening in this restaurant where the white guy is like, oh, there's this game and now maybe you can fight, whatever. And the black men were like, we are not your apes, yeah? We are not here to entertain you. Like, you just can't go like that. It's so disrespectful. And it's so amazing how the black men told him off, because they deserve it. And another thing I'd like to talk about is how black women are treated as at work. Like, you are supposed to just take everything. Like, you can be better than someone, like do an amazing job, but you would just get discredit. It's either it will be a comment about your hair, how you talk, and it's just annoying. Because, you know, like, me being an African, and I will say the truth, like, I did not know anything about racism until I moved abroad, and I realized how good we had. And actually, sometimes I'm always going through something and I have to check on phone, like, is this racist? Is this person being racist to me or what? Because we as Africans also, we don't know, we haven't lived it, we haven't experienced it until we move abroad. And that is when you know, like, you know, you can know it on the phone or from videos, from whatever, but when you live in such a place where you have to deal with these things daily, it's when you are going to start to understand everything. Because there's a lot I didn't understand, and living through it, I can finally say, like, I understand and I support black people in America, and they deserve respect. Because you see these fights that's happening when they're fighting for themselves, it is the same fights that the black ancestors did so that we can live in America peacefully, go to work. It is because of their blood that we can vote. It is because of the black ancestors' blood that we can go and sit in a bus next to the white people and go on with our businesses. It is because of the black Americans that we get to enjoy schools, like the mixed schools. It is because of them we can drink from the same water tap without being told off, like, get the fuck out of here, you don't belong in this. Because now it's a different time, and black people are saying enough is enough. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you give this video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye.